CinePals.
If you don't know already, Arcane is one of my favorite shows of all time. I am not familiar with the game at all. I have not ever played it, but when I got through with season 1, I was like, yo, this is one of the best video game adaptations I've ever experienced. It was so painful at the end to know I would be waiting a long time for season 2. And here we've got a season 2 official teaser. I'm so freaking stoked for this. We might have 2 reactions for each episode when the show drops, for us and for Kristen and Michael, since they watched season 1 together.
Yeah.
And I know that there's going to be a lot of people who want to see their reactions. Preamble concluded.
Your council is dead.
You walk along the edge of danger.
I got goosebumps already.
Wrath must be met with wrath.
Oh, goodness.
You will have justice.
Woo!
Yo, I got goosebumps.
Me too. Oh my god.
I will lead a strike team into Zorn with 3 objectives. Locate Jinx,
Oh my god.
dismantle Shimmer, and neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco.
Oh my gosh.
My sister is gone.
No.
This has to end.
You can still save her.
Jinx!
Finally got the name right.
Oh.
Sister.
Oh.
Dang.
Oh, jeez.
I'm all goosebumps right now.
The feelings I had watching season 1, the action, the animation style, the story, the characters, the music, just every aspect of creating an entertainment thing, like a show or a movie, it got it right. So right. I mean, it's it's as close to perfect as you can get, in my opinion. The only thing that kind of competes with it for me, is as far as video game adaptations go, is Fallout. But this is still far and away better.
And funnily enough, the same voice of Jinx is also, she's the lead actress in Fallout. So that's cool for her. Great teaser.
It is.
It just like gave me goosebumps from the start to the end. And I guess it seems like with this, we're getting a lot more of fighting, the clashing, going head to head with people. Not that we didn't get that in the first season.
I was about to say, we got so much of that.
No, but do you know what I mean? What they're showing us here is a lot more of that feeling of characters going one-on-one against each other.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Mano-y-mano.
Yeah.
Duels of the fates.
Yes. And obviously, we've got Jinx and Vi going head to head against each other. It breaks my heart because I have a sister. I have 2 sisters, in fact.
Well, now you know how to settle things. Now you know how to settle problems. Just tear the world apart. Tear the world asunder and just battle each other.
And go to war. No, I've definitely battled my sisters, but it breaks my heart because I want them to get to love each other again.
On the heels of watching Blue Eye Samurai, it's another character. Well, it's obviously not the sisters, but one of the things that's cool about this is our character Caitlin is also a Happa, and we're getting more and more Happa representation. It's coming in animations more than actual live action, but that's still cool.
Yeah, no, it's happening in live action too.
That's one of the aspects of Blue Eye Samurai that appealed to me strongly, is the fact that she's half and has to. That's very much part of something she deals with. Here, it's the other side where she's accepted by her parents, and it's just kind of normal.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's cool to see both versions of that. It's just nice to see that as someone who's mixed. Both of us are mixed, Asian and white.
Obviously, they've taken their time with making it, and so that just leads me to believe that they really care, and they're going through painstaking efforts to make sure that season 2 is a worthy successor to season 1. Mm-hmm. And so I'm really excited to see where they take this story next.
It said here in the trailer that it's the final chapter, which makes me sad. It makes me sad, but it also makes me happy because Netflix is notorious for having, sequel baiting. It's like, this is just, a setup for a setup for a setup. And it's like, you just got to keep coming back for next season and it just never stops. And it feels like a Blacklist or whatever that show is called with James Spader. And so, on the one hand, I'm like, oh, well, that's different from what Netflix typically does. Normally, things will go on for as long as they can, or it just gets abruptly canceled out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right. And those are usually the two outcomes. But here, they're like, no, like this is the story we wanted to tell, and we're finishing it. It's like, oh, interesting. Okay, cool. It's a little bit bittersweet because I wanted this to keep going because I really like these characters in this world so much. I would love it if they would find other stories perhaps to tell in this world.
In the world, yeah, why not? But I feel like maybe to end on a high note is better than dragging it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd rather that this is the story that they always wanted to tell and they've had the opportunity to properly tell it and complete it, than it be like, oh, let's just keep making more of these until they start to suck.
Yeah. What's interesting to me is it somewhat reminds me of a video game I played not that long ago called Dishonored and Dishonored 2. I played Dishonored for the first time a long time ago, but then I only just recently beat it and then played Dishonored 2. And you're dealing with a steampunkish world with this sort of vibe. And so if the animators were to ever tackle anything else in the video game sphere, I feel like Dishonored would be a great follow-up just because it feels similar, although when you spend so much time on something, you probably want to be far away from anything like that as possible. But anyway, all this to say, if you're interested in a video game that kind of resembles this, because I have no idea what League of Legends is like. But everything I've heard is it's nothing like this.
Yeah.
So,
which is like so cool. I think it's awesome that they took something that, game wise is maybe so different, but like with cool characters and lore, right?
Yeah.
And then created a story that is just so like layered and rich and exciting and entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, amazing.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for a game that kind of resembles this vibe, I think that Dishonored is the closest you're going to get to it right now as far as my limited experience goes, because I am not as in touch with games as I used to be. And so anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there. Very excited for this. Very excited to rejoin these characters and have this story concluded. I hope that they release like a 4K compendium box set. Then I would love to
you
purchase that.
You would purchase it?
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to purchase, some kind of overpriced PS5 style collector's edition,
like a steel book,
with like a toy or something. And then aiming guns at each other. Anything, I'll pick it up. You got my money. So, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Jabby Koi. This is
Achara Cook.
Peace out.